every single Hindu needs to understand this concept called Manas Rog. Manas Rog meaning diseases of the mind. Okay, Rog is diseases, illness, sicknesses. Manas is one aspect of the mind. There are four aspects of the mind, which one day we'll go over. Or actually, let's go over it right now. Okay, there are four aspects of the mind: Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, and Ahamkara. Okay, Manas is the aspect of the mind, is the thinking part of the mind that is reacting, this is connected to the senses, right? So if I see my eyes see cake, okay, the thinking mind will react and I will feel greed, I will feel hunger, I will feel sensations and emotions reacting to what I see, right? If I see a tiger, I will feel fear. So Manas is the thinking mind that reacts to the senses, right? That is connected to the senses. Buddhi is the intellect, okay? The intellect, this is what we want to sharpen. Buddhi is the intellect that helps us decide between right and wrong, what is good and bad, right? So the sharper our intellect, the sharper our decision making, the sharper we can live a dharmic life, okay? So Buddhi Yoga, the concept of Buddhi Yoga, okay, is three concepts. Buddhi Yoga means work with knowledge, right? Meaning the advice in the scriptures, and without attachment to the fruits of your actions. That's Buddhi Yoga, but it is the kind of yoga that is used with your intellect, because this knowledge is what will help you discern between what is right and wrong, okay? And which will help you not get attached to success or failure, or attachment to results of your work, right? Chitta is the subconscious mind, okay? Is the subconscious mind where all your past habits, your samskaras, your vasanas, these deep grooves, these deep patterns of your life that are stored, right? So when we're trying to change a habit, this is what we're trying to change. We're trying to impress the chitta with new habits, with new pathways, with new ways of being, right? So maybe it's like somebody has some addictions of drinking or smoking or whatever, right? So through new habits, we're allowing these old vasanas, these old samskaras to stop deepening and creating new pathways of new healthy habits. And ahamkara is the ego, okay? It is the part of the mind that creates the identity, that creates the personality, right? So Rishi, that's me. Like I am in Canada, I am this, I am that, right? So this part of the identity that creates the separateness in the world, this is the ahamkara, okay? But we're digressing here, we're digressing. Now we come back to Manas Rog, right? Now you understand Manas is this one aspect of the mind, okay? All this detour to explain to you what Manas is, but it's a good detour. So now Manas Rog, so we have all these Manas Rogs, right? We have lust, anger, greed, delusion, pride, jealousy, anxiety, fear, depression, right? So all these are arising in the mind, and this is what we have to be very wary of. These are the Manas Rog. These are the diseases of the mind that we have to awareness, to watching our own mind, realize when these are arising and fighting against those, using our buddhi, using our intellect to discern, right? Okay, right now I'm feeling anger, and using our intellect, using our buddhi, overcoming it, realizing, okay, I am experiencing anger, and I can detach from that and realize that I'm above that, I am more than that, I am not that anger that will make me make irrational decisions, okay? So these are the some of the Manas Rogs, the diseases of the mind. But Why am I pointing this to you? In chapter 2, verse 3 of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, because Arjuna in the battlefield, he's feeling these emotions, right? Throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is experiencing these emotions, and Arjuna is a representation of us, right? It's like a human being interacting with God, and God giving that human being advice, so we can put ourselves in Arjuna's shoes. and so when we experience these emotions, what do, right? Arjuna is experiencing depression on the battlefield. He's experiencing worry. He's experiencing fear. So what is the advice of God when we have that, when we're experiencing these emotions, right? Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse 3, Krishna says, do not yield to this weakness of spirit. Okay? So what is weakness of spirit? Manas Rog, diseases of the mind. So Krishna is telling us, do not yield to these diseases of the mind. Okay? Do not yield to them. Arise with a brave heart. Arise with courage and overcome this. So whenever we're experiencing diseases of the mind, not only do we have to realize that it's inside of us, we also have to overcome it with courage, okay? With courage and with a brave heart. So when we experience anxiety, when we experience anger, when we experience fear, when we experience greed, when we experience jealousy, it is very, very hard to overcome these emotions. But Krishna is telling us clearly here, realize that this is manas rog, this is weakness of spirit. When you're experiencing this, you're being weak of spirit. Okay, so and the advice is to overcome this. This is our work. This is the work that burns the karma. Okay, this is the work that is done internally and that will create new pathways, new alignment, new thinking that will generate love, gratitude, forgiveness in ourselves, right? Will burn our past karma and will move us towards move us towards more dharmic principles, more dharmic alignment, right? And you do this through the buddhi, the intellect, okay? This is the aspect of the mind that we have to sharpen. That's the aspect of the mind that I keep telling you to sharpen, because the sharper your buddhi, the easier it will be to recognize when you're experiencing an emotion, when you're experiencing these manas rog, and then it will take another layer of courage and right action on top of the awareness to move you towards, away from the manas rog, towards dharmic principles. I hope this video brought you a little more awareness as a Hindu. Subscribe to my free newsletter if you want more breakdowns like this. Namaste. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.